What's up, everybody? This is Mancave Dave here in Michigan. Today is Sunday, March 9th maybe. And this is my first video in the new place. I'm still working on getting the man cave up and going, but I'll give you just a quick panoramic. We got some cheesy 80s and 70s VHS along the shelf here, DVDs and CDs, signed records. We've got the stack of boxed video game consoles and peripherals here. Some signed stuff up on the walls. You can hear my phone making the speakers buzz. But yeah, still working on unpacking. I'm going to go through a few things I had a chance to pick up here over the last probably month or so. My bar is currently taken over by video games, so I'm getting there slowly but surely. There's actually some space behind it now. Got a stack of Game Cubes over in the corner. But anyway, yeah, so this is the new man cave. And like I said, we're still working on it, or I'm still working on it. But it's kind of a mix of my signed music memorabilia. This is my metal wall with Megadeth, Motorhead, Testament, Alice Cooper. Got my Guns N' Roses wall over there. Random signed CDs. Have a few more albums down this way. What we got up? Great White, Cinderella, LA Guns, Slash. One of my favorites right here, Avenged Sevenfold, Slash, Velvet Revolver signed by Slash, and Hailstorm, Megadeth, Coheed and Cambria, Quiet Riot, Motorhead signed by Lemmy, Rage Against the Machine signed by Tom Morello, Tesla, Poison signed by Bret Michaels. Got a few more things. Got Guster and some other stuff in there. Then we got In This Moment, High on Fire, Dokken signed by George Lynch, Rat signed by Stephen Pearcy, and Dokken by George Lynch again. So still working on unpacking. Got a few boxes unpacked this weekend, which is good. But I'll have to do a full man cave video once this is good to go. Got some more records to find a place for. But really wanted to show off some stuff that I got here over, like I said, the last couple of weeks or so. This was a Craigslist deal that I did. I paid $60 for it. It's not in great shape, but it's an Atari 5200 2-port in the box. I mean, this box is just huge. I have a 4-port Atari 5200 that works with the notorious switch box that you plug the AC adapter into the switch box. You feel like you're going to get electrocuted every time you turn it on. But didn't have a 2-port, so I got that. It's just the box and the system and all the hookups and controllers, and of course the free Pac-Man game. It doesn't have the packing or the paperwork, but it's still kind of cool to have in the box. It also came with this, the 2600 VCS cartridge adapter. The box is really rough, and this also doesn't have any paperwork. It kind of works when I put it in the system and put a game in. The game just keeps scrolling bottom to top, and so it loads, but it scrolls, which is kind of a bummer. And then it came with a few games in the box: Battlezone, Mrs. Pac-Man, Loose, Raiders of the Lost Ark, Popeye, Cosmic Ark, Dark Cabinet, E.T. But I paid $60 for it all, and like I said, the system works, the cartridge adapter kind of works, but it's still cool to have. My students have begun to find that I collect vintage games and bring me stuff because I still work in higher education. This was one of the coolest things right here, an Atari Lynx that a student of mine came into possession of, and he's like, I'm not going to do anything with it. It's in the box. The box is in really good shape. It has the manual. It's a version 1. I need to get the cords, and it only has one of the styrofoam, but it does work, and it came with several games. We have Klax, Mrs. Pac-Man, Robo Squash, Rygar, Road Blasters, California Games, Electro Cop, and we'll start Blue Lightning. I don't know if that's coming through or not, kind of. Let's see. So yeah, it works. It's kind of fun to play. I always wanted one of these when I was a kid. So it's cool to see. All the games also have their manuals, which is nice. Also picked up a Wii Mini. Since the Wii is on its way out, and this is the the new thing. Figured I'd pick one up when they were on sale. One of my other students brought this in to me, a Super Noah's Ark 3D. I believe this is the only unlicensed Super Nintendo game. It's valued at about, you can pick up a loose cart. Usually they go for, oh boy, I think the average when I bought this was about $130 to $140. I paid the kid $100 for it. It's one of those things I'm like, here's how much it goes for online. I don't want to rip you off, but I also want to get a little bit of a deal. So I thought $100 was a fair deal. That was cash. Because again, especially my students, yes, I want to get a deal on it, but I want to make sure I pay them for what they have. Then I got the collector's edition Injustice: Gods Among Us. The box is in kind of rough shape, but it was on clearance. This originally retailed for about $100. I got mine for $40. And then lastly, I have a box of Atari stuff. This actually came with the links. This was the rest of it. So there's an Atari 7800. It all works. A bunch of box games, and the boxes are in really good shape. So we got Keystone Capers, Crackpots, Mega Mania, Missile Command. The box is a little bit rougher. Star Master, Space Invaders, and then a whole bunch down there. Both 2600 and 7800, Jungle Hunt, Xevious, Shoplifter, Galaga, Dig Dug, Mrs. Pac-Man, Centipede, Robotron, Galaxian. This is a little bit more uncommon or rare game, Hero. Again, the box has got a couple creases at the top, but otherwise really good shape. Junior Pac-Man, Pressure Cooker, Breakout, and Q*bert. So, yeah, all in all, some pretty good scores. I do have the 7800 already, so I'll be putting that one up for trade or sale. But definitely got a lot of good stuff to add to the collection, which is really cool. And as you can see, the collection has grown by leaps and by bounds. So I'm going to have to find some more room for it soon, I think. But thank you all for watching. It's good to be back. Hopefully I'll do some more of these, especially as the snow keeps melting. This week we're actually supposed to be above freezing, so that's pretty cool. And once we hit rummage sale season, hopefully I'll have a few more of these out. So anyway, from here in Michigan, this is Man Cave Dave. Thanks for watching, and I'll see y'all at the next sale. Take care.